man.
All right, we got him.
We like to apologize.
For what? To absolutely no one. The two-time champ does absolutely fucking nothing. Chafford podcast, final episode of the year. So this will be coming out for you, beautiful people, on what I believe is Christmas Day. We're just gonna get straight into it because of timings and that. We're gonna start with 50 best British rappers of all time.
We're not gonna introduce the guest.
My bad, bro. Sorry. I was just trying to get through it. Introduce yourself to the people.
What's good, people? I'm Mansa Kamau. I'm a music artist. And yes, just here with the guys. I don't even know who's podding today. I mean, we'll get active already.
Love that. Alright, so first topic for today, we said we'd go through the top 50 artists that Complex put together and said this is the top 50 UK rappers. It's rappers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, so there's a lot of people who have been upset because certain men were left off. I'm just going through it myself for the first time, seeing some of the people that they've listed off. They put Estelle in this list. So
that tells you what you need to know. Shouts out to Estelle.
yeah, but she's not a rapper. If she'd like some of these people, they've really taken up spots. I don't know who Skinny Man is. Should I know?
Yeah, Skinny Man's a legend.
Still, yeah.
But that's understandable. It's not really out gen, per se. Depends if you're that invested in the time.
Okay.
Top 50 UK. This is top 50 UK rappers all time ranked.
Yeah. Should we just start from the top? Skepta's number one.
Yeah, go on.
I'm not mad at Skepta being number one just because of like the impact and longevity, what he's done. I'm okay with it. Like, it's not an egregious.
It was the obvious answer.
It'll be egregious if they made someone like Stormzy or Dave, someone who's kind of like more current number one, because they don't have that kind of. They've not lived through eras. Do you know what I mean?
I hear Skepta all the time as well.
Yeah, 100%. Skepta's.
Go on.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, yeah, like everyone, like so much people put Skepta as number one, so that was kind of normal. But the one thing people are saying though is that like the fact that they didn't differentiate between grime and rap, and like, what do you might think about that?
I'm not too bothered about it, just because if you want to now start getting into like the different departments within whatever you want to call the genre, it gets a bit like messy, because like if you want to do top 50 grime artists, you could do that. You could want to do top UK rap artists, they'll probably be a bit less, because the UK rap has really like what's his name? Giggs really separated himself from being an actual like. But I don't think the scene is big enough as a whole to kind of be like, this is the top 50. There probably are enough drill artists, there's probably enough grime artists, but I think for the sake of conversation, personally, I don't mind them.
Yeah, no, I don't mind
putting them all
together.
under one umbrella, because
I'm okay with that. I think.
But then if you're gonna group them together and do a better job.
Yeah, because I think Wiley not being on the list is a bit.
Well, Wiley's number 9.
Oh no, sorry, he is on the list, but him not being top 5 or top 3.
I'm trying to
for me,
because the list just does 50.
It's a bit like.
I'm trying to find out who.
I know he's done a lot of wild stuff, but let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah, thanks for that. Because is Central on the list?
Central C is not on that list.
Okay.
I don't think he is anyway.
No, I don't think he should be.
But then you're saying he shouldn't be, but then Estelle's in there, like. So I'm saying, and not like shout out to Estelle, but she ain't never done no Central City things.
No, you're right.
A lot of people haven't done.
I wouldn't. If Central was in there, I wouldn't be mad. I think he could probably occupy like a 40, just because of what he's done. Like, I don't think we've ever seen a UK artist do UK rap and be this large.
Yeah,
I don't think that's an egregious thing to say. But if you want to talk about technical ability when it comes to rapping, he's far behind some of his peers. So he shouldn't be that high.
Yeah, I agree.
But I need to see this top 10.
So top 10 is, I'll start from 10. 10 is Little Sims, 9 Wiley, 8 Gets, 7 Stormzy, 6 Chip, 5 J Hus, fourth Dave, third Giggs, second Kano, and first Skepta.
I'm not mad. Did you know what? Jokes aside, I'm not actually that mad at this list.
It's not the worst list.
Nah, I think you can.
He should be in the top 10 though.
And he's not on the
If
list
we're gonna be
at all.
honest, I don't think he's on the list at all.
Yeah, that is a mistake.
I don't think he's on the list.
I've not come across him in the top.
Dizzy should be on the list, man. You can say what we want about the holiday and party tunes after a while, but if we talk about
What Boy in the Corner did, it was a special moment, and it really lifted the
Put this in
scene.
the group chat because I'm finding it hard.
Is
I don't have the full list. I literally could only manage to find the top 10.
Is Lethal Bizzle in there? Because if he's not even there, then what are we really talking about?
It's not in the top 10, but I don't know.
Nah, not that he should be either.
I want to find the full list, but
There's some
let me
old
look
school
through.
man in this list, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think some of these men are taking up space.
I said Sneak
Yeah,
Boy
but this is
46.
all time.
Okay, this is what makes it like kind of like, I don't know, it loses a little bit of credibility when someone like Sneak Boy's
Demi, Mike.
46.
What?
Mike.
You'll be able to pick it up if it's between
my
the
bad,
middle
bro.
of you two. I think it's fine. If you keep it in the middle and you kind of lean in, it'll be fine, I think.
Yeah.
Like Sneak Boy's 46, K Coke is 45, Joe Black is 44.
I don't even know if Joe Black should be in the list. Like, respect to him, but
I don't know, man.
his stint was really short as well.
But it was legendary though, and it
It
was
was.
like him, Squeaks, Benny. That
Yeah.
era was
Yeah,
like,
it was special. I
That's
agree,
it.
but I don't think it was long enough to be in this sort of list. Like, you look at what Sneak Boy's done. Sneak Boy should be higher, in my opinion.
Kalashnikov. Who remembers Kalashnikov?
I mean,
He had the one tune on Channel U, bro. One tune. No.
yeah, there's no consistency in this. If we're going to put him on, we might put Bearman on there.
Do you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like,
100%.
it make, who's Ty?
Ty, no, I don't think I know.
T.Y.
I don't think I know who Ty
They
is.
put in some kid called Loyal Corner.
Loyal Kana.
Nah,
Is he a big deal?
Yeah,
I'm surprised you've not heard of Loyal Kana. You know who Loyal Kana is.
Do I?
The light skinned dude.
I know he's that kid, but I'm not interacting with
Seriously,
him.
really?
Nah.
I'm surprised.
Nah, man, this list is
done well
cap.
for himself.
No lays above bare people, bro.
Nah, no lays her. I'll let it rock.
Above Sneakball.
No lays I don't know. Even Little
Okay,
Sims.
what we talk. My thing is, what's the criteria?
I'm gonna keep it back. Even Little Sims is too high for me.
Nah, Lil
think
Sims is
so?
cold, though.
Little Sims is her.
Yeah, but then
I
if
feel like
Lil
there's-
Sims is her, then why is Skepta on top?
What do you mean?
Why is Skepta on one?
Yeah,
If she's
that's what
cold,
I'm
if she's
I'm
cold.
saying she's too close to the top 10 for me.
Okay.
Off rip, I couldn't take. I think
That's
she's
a
an
bad take, bro.
incredible.
Let's try.
Okay, so Dizzy is on the
Try
list.
Skepta.
Dizzy is 13.
Yeah, no, because
That's about right.
sorry,
He's
it
on
don't
there.
make sense. It
you
doesn't
mean?
make. It doesn't make because she's very lyrical. Like
Yeah,
the person who's probably
That's what I'm
close to
saying. Is
that
your
is
criteria
Kano.
like lyrical? Lyrical.
No,
can't
but
be.
no, because the thing is, if Lil Sims is there on top 10, if we're going off of lyricism, then she should be top 10. But then Kano
I
should
can't
be
lie.
one, not
Lyricism
Skepta.
is the only reason Kano's up there, man.
Nah.
Yeah,
Kano's influence is
It's
huge.
major, but even
And
in
that
grime
last
alone,
album-
it's not like top 3.
Nah, come on. Even that last album he just dropped.
I love that last
Yeah,
album.
like,
That was
I
amazing.
don't know. Like, he
Last
deserved to
album,
be there. The problem with these sort of lists is I'm not getting too pressed on where people are placed. My biggest issue is who's in the list. Period. Like, what is Estelle doing in here? She's taking up. She is taking up.
Estelle. Let me.
No, I know, but Estelle.
There's a mad
Estelle's
people
not
in
a
this.
rap.
Do you know who I think is too high? Looking at this, I'm just scrolling through this now, and depends on who and where you're from. Pot of Paper's 14th.
Nah,
That's too high for me.
I feel like
I rate Potter. Don't get me wrong, I do, and I think he's cold. His comeback's been really good. Even his come up was obviously
Earlier
everyone
this
loved it,
week,
legendary.
we
But I
published
think
our
that's
list
far too high for a man
of
who's
top
been out of the
50
game
best.
for as long.
Yeah, I agree. And he
Nah,
doesn't
maybe
have a
it's
hit
rap.
like that.
plus honorable mention.
Like-
Hit or not, like a lot of these people don't have hits. I just don't think he should be
the
14.
UK
I think
rap
it's too
man
high.
don't have the hits. Or like,
And this
a lot of
is
the UK
ranked
rap
by
But
technical
where-
ability,
Top 10
cultural
should have a
impact,
hit.
Sench is
mainstream
20.
success,
Oh.
and longevity. And
Essentially
art-
20.
Yo, listen. So it's ranked by technical ability, cultural impact, mainstream success, and longevity. And the person who's obviously hit all these criteria is Skepta. So if we're looking at it, then yes, technically speaking, Skepta is number one because he has hit all of these aspects. Estelle technical ability, I don't know, man.
But she's not a rapper.
I'm not parring,
Nah,
but
she used to rap
No.
still. She used to rap back in the days. She did a little thing.
Her most biggest song, she's not rapping on it.
True. But in terms of the other stuff, she did her thing. What's the other criteria? Like cultural impact,
cultural impact, mainstream success, and longevity.
longevity. I don't know how long. I don't know how recently she's been active.
Yeah, then Big Shaq should be there as
She did her
well.
Oh,
thing,
come on,
Big
bro.
Shaq.
Look, what? Technical ability,
Billy!
cultural impact, mainstream success.
Is AJ Tracy in there?
You see?
AJ Tracy.
I didn't see him as I scrolled through it.
That is a miss out.
Scraps at 31. I don't know, man. Maybe I rate some of these man too highly, bro.
Yeah.
Koji
maybe.
Radical 29. See, like Koji Radical, bruv, Scraps.
Yeah, no.
But
I'm saying,
It's
like they've kind of ignored like one side of the game, like completely. Like,
Yeah.
really. Like the Potters, the Scraps, Nine. I haven't even come across Nines yet.
Nine's in
AJ Tracy's
there.
Fredo is
27.
28.
Nines is quite high. I think he's 12.
That's a decent.
I'm
Cass is
not
dead,
mad
he's
at-
26. I love Cass is dead,
Yeah,
but he's not 26.
Cass-
he's
true.
not 26. And where's
They're making this
Gigs?
shit up as they go along. I think
It's very underground. I can't lie. It's very.
I respect. Like, do you know what?
They've tried.
It's not as
It's
bad
not
as I thought
ideal,
the list
but
was
they've
gonna
tried.
be. I think they've just put certain man in the wrong place, and it's really that's what it goes down to. But then I guess that's for people like us to come on here and talk about, and then say, they're in this place. That's the wrong place. They shouldn't be there. That's what they want. They want a discussion. They'll just chuck a bunch of names, but there's certain man that like, I don't know. If you're talking about those criteria, I think there are a few mistakes that they've made.
In terms of order, maybe one thing I do like is that they've kind of included all the parts of the game.
I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah, no one's left out.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
one's-
but is just an outlier.
Yeah, that was a weird one.
That's
still.
a mathematical
Even
outlier.
like-
I'm with Estelle, man. I'm with Estelle.
Hetty not being on there is kind of crazy.
He's on
He's
there.
not on
He's
there.
on there. He's on there. He's on
Oh,
there.
okay.
He's like 20
I
something.
was about to say, bro.
He's 20 something.
Hedy not there.
The Goodie's 19 though.
Lady
Ahead of
Lady Leisha 25.
Heady one, which I
It's
disagree.
jarring.
Heady.
Nah,
the Goodie
Lady
should
Leisha
not-
deserves to be there.
That brush your teeth bar is jarring.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she deserves to be there just because of the Queen freestyle, and then
Yeah,
more so, yeah.
And her impact is huge. Like if you go on her videos, she's got like hundreds of millions of views.
Am I not tuned in like that? Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm tuned in, but I respect the thing.
I feel you.
Like I think you have to.
But then that's such a long time ago, and the things people have done since then, it's just.
I know, but I think she deserves to be in there. I would have said the list isn't right if she wasn't there.
Fair enough.
She's a mainstay and she's been in for years. She's in that position where she's now just comfortable. Do you know what I mean? I respect to them for putting in groups out so solid. Because what have they done for recently? Nothing. But where they've
cultural
been,
impact?
Yeah.
The impact was too big.
They are
like
the
top of
sound.
they rank highly on that.
Yeah,
Very much
100%. That's
so,
all you
very
need
much so.
sometimes.
100.
Yeah,
So I'm not mad at the list.
Was Merkston on the list as well?
No.
Merkston.
He wasn't gonna
I
make
can't
it.
see him making that list.
No.
I can't lie.
Wow.
It's Frisco.
Frisco. I didn't see Frisco on there. DW was on there.
Huh?
Which, I mean,
They double.
He needs to be on there.
Yeah,
Oh no, do you know what I'm thinking of? My man for some reason thought of Jammer.
Jammer's not on there, to be fair.
Yeah, no, Merkel man should not be.
Fair enough.
Ah, well, you know what? He'll probably
Cultural
make the
impact,
list.
he would
Yeah.
have scored high though.
I mean, they put a whole list.
Who owns Boiler Room?
It's not
I
him.
think it's like a white thing, a corporate thing.
That's so cool.
There's a couple people that they've put on like
You know them faceless
Yeah.
brands?
No, because
Like,
I've just always associated Boiler Room with Jammer.
I used to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Fact, I used to do the same thing. I
Even
think
with
he
like
just
the
got
whole
close.
chip beef, he had the Boiler Room jacket.
Oh yeah.
So I've always associated him with Boiler Room.
Jammer's on the honourable mentions list. So there's a list of people that they haven't ranked, but they're
That's
like, look,
that's like, oh, you could have made it.
salute to you.
You could have made it, but
Who else
safe.
is in there?
C-Biz, P-Money, Akala, Tion Wayne, Marks,
P
Fecky,
Money.
The
Nah, I'm not.
Streets.
P Money lost his biggest.
The streets.
Yeah.
The streets didn't make it.
Yikes!
Oh.
That's a mistake.
That's
That's
a
a big
mistake.
mistake.
That's a big
No, because
mistake.
P Money is actually large in Australia.
Good, come on, bro.
I don't really rate P-Money personally. Like,
He lost his-
he's cold at rapping. He's cold, but like I don't listen to his music personally.
He lost his largest
But I
beef.
thought he'd be in there.
Nah.
Which one was that?
What,
Get-
Get-
My name was Paris.
Yeah,
But then he
got
came
some.
back with what's his name?
Get
No. What's
Still.
the producer?
Which one?
Zeph Ellis.
You're not serious.
No.
That's jokes. Nah, you respected the name change. Like,
Nigga, no, because I couldn't remember his name.
Terrible.
I remember Zeph Ellis because I always know that's his producer tag. But yeah, what's his name?
Dot Rotten.
Yeah, that one.
I think he changed his name again, innit?
It doesn't matter.
Dot Rotten.
Mansa
Yeah.
Kamau, you're going crazy now.
No, because remember that whole beef, that snake beef. Then he just
That's
exposed him
insane.
for what's
Last time I
the,
remember Dot Rotten was he got stuck up by Sneak Bro.
that was a year later. No,
so
actually, no, it wasn't a year later. That
Shit's
was
wild, man.
that was could have been a year, like a year and a half, whatever. But
But
yeah,
the streets not being in there is criminal.
Yeah, they got to be in there still.
yeah, they have to be in
There's a
there.
few others.
They're still
Frisco.
popping.
Who else is on here?
Depends who you ask.
Sway, Harlem Spartans, Novelist,
I'm not mad at Sway.
Novelist.
Ambush,
I'm glad you got a mention. Ambush
Yeah.
is cold.
Devlin's on here.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think.
Ambush
So everyone
was
should have
well.
made the list.
Tiny Temper. I mean, if
I'm putting Tiny Temper in there.
if we want to
Yeah.
keep it
That's
up,
egregious.
for what he done, he should be on there.
I'm
If we want to keep it up,
a tiny apology.
He should be
you'll
top
never make
15.
me feel bad about that. You.
nah, not 15, not 15.
top,
not 15.
yeah, top
He
15.
is. I think so.
He's not popping now, but he should be
When
top
he was
15.
popping, yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing he missed or misses out on for me is lyrical ability.
And cultural impact.
No, he had Pass Out's one of the biggest rap songs.
Yeah.
It was
you've ever
big, but no one was trying to dress like him. No one was trying to.
Yeah,
like him,
nah,
talk like him.
nah. I remember.
That cover bad.
He had that. Listen, her dress from.
You know what?
Insane,
He had
but
dress sense. He had dress
He had
sense.
dress sense, but no one was like it was very out there. Like,
Yeah. Very risque. Very risque.
like, if he was dressing like Tiny Temper, you was catching a little bit of corn.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But dressing like
Yeah.
Tiny Temper is crazy. That is actually insane.
It is.
Shout out to Tiny Temper. I respect his brand. I think he's.
Yeah, he's done a
I think what he
good
did,
job.
he's one of the biggest artists this country's produced, and he kind of crossed over. I don't know where Written in the Stars landed.
All I know is that he gets on him up. That's it.
Guess what?
He gets to watch APs.
Think how much money
Yeah.
he must have.
Yeah, he made
No,
a lot
because
of
he's
money.
endorsed. He
doing
doesn't
that,
have to pay for him.
What?
Still.
Yeah,
He's
I believe
endorsed
so.
by AP.
I believe he's still
wasn't
endorsed.
on-
He's a fashion guy, isn't he? He's done a
Yeah.
lot with the fashion
Yeah,
stuff.
he was the first person to have the mags that I saw anyway.
Okay, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because I was
That was the time. But I
Tiny's the guy low key. Like
I-
I forget.
agree. I agree. I think him not being on the list is kind of crazy. Look at some of the songs he
Tinchy.
produced.
Is N Dubs there?
I'm not that pressed
N-Dubs.
about Tinchy.
Tinchy's not on there. But
And would you really count N-Dubs as rappers?
Yeah.
I'd say they're singing.
Listen,
'Cause I think-
we may look at him like we may look at them like all right, whatever. But bro, they are large. They are too
bro.
large.
No, I hear what you're
And
saying.
them
But
are
this
smoky.
is
Like,
a,
if someone disses them, they're on it.
they're
I
actually
hear
big,
it.
Yeah.
big
But
packets,
this
so.
is a rap list. I don't see N-Dubs as rappers. Two of them are singing more time, and then FaZe is a terrible rapper.
Nah, FaZe is alright. He's decent.
Yeah, but Dappy still
didn't.
raps. He was just
Dappy's, what was it? His
He's like
Tarzan
Drake.
freestyles? Or
yeah.
them
Yeah,
freestyles
it
that he
was
was dropping were
freestyles,
cold.
yeah.
But I don't look at Dappy and I don't think that guy's a rapper.
Yeah.
No, I know.
Why you looking at him like Drake?
I think he's more of a
Drake. Nah, but I
natural
look at
rapper
Drake
than a
like a
singer.
rapper
I think
guy.
he's more of a natural rapper than a singer.
I disagree.
Maybe
I
later,
think the
maybe
thing
later in
he's
his
most
career.
known for is singing.
Yeah,
Well,
but,
that number
but that's
one-
singing. Like when you're good at singing, you're gonna go with it.
Yeah, but what's that number one single he had? Oh, fuck.
I know the one I talk about. Look in the mirror.
Thank you. I can't even find myself.
That one.
That's singing.
No regrets.
Yes, no regrets.
Yeah.
My man's crooning.
Yeah.
So for me, the thing he's most famous for is singing. So I'm not mad that he's not on a list like that.
Fair enough. Speaking of lists, what are you guys' favorite projects this year?
I think mine still remains For the Dogs. I didn't really listen to a lot this year. No, I know. That's why I don't have a lot to pull from. So for me, it was that or Split Decisions. Like for me to really still be going back to 3 of the 4 songs on there, that's really impressive. And
But
then,
there's only 4 songs on there.
yeah, but I could eat. No, listen. It's an EP. They could easily put out
It's
trash.
not an EP. It's like
What?
it's just 4 tracks.
4 tracks is an EP.
I guess if you want to call it an EP.
But either way, I think ratio-wise they've done well.
No, they have. I'm just trolling. To be fair, like for me,
Tizo touchdown. That album.
Yeah, you know what?
I
Thank you
haven't
for that
taken it in.
recommendation.
Yeah.
That was a good project.
That
Yeah,
was
it's good.
It's
Should I
a-
listen
it's
to
a-
it?
Give
Very-
it a spin.
yeah.
Like my man's trying to get into a lot of different bags. I think in the long run that might hurt him. So he might want to try and figure out what his sound is.
How Do You Sleep at Night? That's the name of the album.
Yeah.
how do you sleep?
But
Yeah.
the
It's-
songs that he was in his bag on,
He was doing
yeah,
well.
man,
Yeah.
he's busy, and it's not a long album as well. He really respected people's time. Like I'm getting at a point now. Like man, are dropping hour plus albums. Like no, I don't have an hour to listen to an album.
I don't even know where I used to find that time. I used to listen to music just listening.
Just chilling.
Bro, I can't do this.
Someone say,
I hear it. No,
I'm just playing.
You just be
listening
there
to
like
music.
meditating, just like
Just
bro.
listening, like.
Just trying to take it in.
But now I can't.
Them
do
times were different. When you're young, you just have so much time.
Yeah, real talk.
Like, or even when I started working in London and you're on the CTC, and you're on the train, that's when I used to listen to albums. And you know what? I had to stop doing that because some of these albums were ruining my journey. I can't remember what Little Baby album it was, but I thought, this man's taking my time. And it's actually insane.
Well, you know what? We can't forget Gunna's album. Gunna's album was really
Full
good.
It's a decent
respect to
album,
it, man.
yeah.
Looking back on it, fuck you mean Rodeo Drive.
It's a decent
Too
album.
Big- Yeah, no.
I just like it as a response. Like it just made bare people shut up. Like,
100%.
Yeah.
He's really him. And I don't know if you man have taken in that song he's got with Turbo called Bachelor, but that is a banger. Like full respect. I don't think the song did as well as it could have because it didn't fall under Gunner's name. It's under Turbo's name if we search it.
Oh, I see.
But I was really impressed with that performance from him. He's just him, and I'm glad it's not someone we've lost because I think as a genre we're starting to get over this like unless you're
thing. Arsenal are in
fucking
big
hell.
trouble. Arsenal are in big trouble.
man, look at 8 of them.
2-1.
I can't believe he missed.
Oh, you're watching the game?
Yo,
I thought we lost audio.
Nah. It looked like there was a man back for a second. I said, they're about to run a train on the right.
Listen,
bro.
guys, this
It's
is
looking
happening
big.
again. We're actually watching 2 sports events. We're watching the boxing. What happened to? Oh,
It's all going
Hey,
off.
my
Yeah.
guy.
we're watching the
Oh,
boxing,
he's a-
and then
he's a-
also we're listening. We're
I
watching
think doing
the.
that face like my man.
Babyface. Who we got, guys? Who's winning this fight today?
The one that's about to happen now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm back in Babyface because his trim's awful.
He just talks so much smack. You gotta believe him at some point. That's how I feel about this guy.
I think he's gonna lose.
That was stressing me out.
Listen, he has to
believe
win
was still there.
in the first 3 rounds. If he doesn't win in the first 3 rounds,
There
I
was
don't
no
know.
one there.
You gassed.
Yeah, he's too heavy. He's way too heavy.
But
He's a
them
fat
men that
prick.
are ripped,
Yeah, he's
they
a big boy.
tire like a cooker though. I can't lie.
No, but the thing is that Daniel Dubois, he's got a tad bit lighter, and he's ripped anyways. But
Is that Daniel
He
Dubois?
looks
Yeah.
nervous though. Look at him, like.
yeah, no, that's just his face. Yeah.
Get Zinchenko off the pitch, man. Fucking hell. Where were we?
Sorry,
Before that
music-wise.
counter attack.
Yeah, 2 different events.
I actually really liked Teddy One and Trap's project, you know.
Bro, that was a pleasant surprise.
Bro, I had zero expectations because I've liked Trap, but I've never really like listened to his projects too tough to kind of be enough of a fan.
Yeah, I hear it.
But
He's
I
more like a mixtape guy for me, man.
yeah, 100%. And like on there, I feel like he held his own, bro. Like at times, because you kind of know what to expect from Heady. Heady's cold, and he always knows how to like drop like mad bars, which you don't expect. But Trap was rapping on there, bro. I really enjoyed that project. I've had it on repeat since it's come out, to be honest with you.
It's actually mad because I think Heady One's like an album rapper.
Yeah,
he
It was
is.
like a really good balance. Like they complimented each
They
other.
elevated each other's sounds, definitely. It's not something I've particularly gone back to because I feel like it is one of those albums where if you listen to one song, I feel like you've heard it all type thing. Where I think a lot of it falls into the same sound, but like it is a good project. It is just, I think it's 10 songs, 10 really well collated songs that you could just tell they were having fun with.
Yeah.
Nah, it's cold.
That's an easy one to just play and just do your thing to. Like.
Yeah, it's a good gym one as well.
Yeah,
It's a crazy one in the gym.
Apple Pay's insane.
Bro, the stuff that Trap said on that track.
Fantastic.
Yeah, hey,
What a performance.
Yeah.
crazy. And there's a bar on Trending Topic where he's talking about he loses his stash or something like that.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, he's on the couch. It really felt like Ian. And I was like,
Do
yeah.
you know what? They
That's
might
an
have
incredible
been the
bar.
year for Park Chin-wah.
Park Chin-wah. I knew you was gonna say Park Chin-wah.
the beat is
that'd be
crazy.
hard.
That is
Every time it comes in, that. Bro.
It's so aggressive, but I
Venomous
love it,
beat.
man. That's one of them beats that if I was a rapper and I was in the studio and someone played that, I'd say, run that back. I have to start spitting on that
100%.
immediately. Yeah, the man did their thing on that. I'm not gonna lie.
I rated that project.
Yeah.
I also, I'm no bias obviously, but I did like the Huss project. I know there was a lot of controversy about like how he was promoting it and all the nonsense he was doing online. But I think if you kind of set that all aside and the Drake verse aside, I think there's actually a good project there.
Yeah, no.
It's just not at the, and initially I was really hyped about it, but I don't think it's at the same level as the last two.
No.
I wouldn't necessarily say like his bar is already so high that now that he's dropped a bit,
Yeah,
it's still like of a good enough quality for me
I
personally.
agree.
It's just a shame that obviously he just, he's just doing.
I feel
doing
like
nonsense.
he's kind of like. I was looking at him like a superstar, bro. And he's opened his mouth again. That
Yeah.
I think.
I think he is a superstar.
No,
I just,
he is. It's just-
I think he's just unpredictable. Like management wise, that must be impossible to deal with. Like, shouts out to the man that manage him, but he doesn't make it easy for himself at all.
No, it doesn't.
And there's more of a spotlight on him because he is one of the biggest artists we've ever exported. Like 110%. And who told you is a massive song. Feel how you feel about the Drake verse, but it is a really good song.
The
So
one with Naira is cold.
yeah. I think the whole album's cold.
I
Personally,
didn't
I've
listen
really
to
gone
that
back to
album,
it.
bro. I just wanted to keep my spiritual energy just.
That's one thing as well. I can't lie. That's one thing. I feel like I used to really mess with Huss.
Yeah.
But I feel like a little bit of the magic wore off. It's like I rate him highly, but yeah, I mean it's not where it was.
Yeah.
The
it's-
juice
But what you're
stuff
saying
ain't
is true though. Like his bar is high, so like you can't knock him.
I don't really
because
know
it's not
how.
as great as his other
Yeah,
ones.
I don't really know how you can top Big Conspiracy. I don't think it is toppable. Like that's borderline a 9 out of 10 for me.
But you see the album, I think when it came out, because this was early 2020, finally being called Big Conspiracy, then the next thing, just a pandemic happens right in our lap.
Tell him.
And then we had time to listen to it. So I think just everything in an amalgamation of what happened, I think is just amazing.
Yeah.
So, but with this album, personally, I couldn't go past them Juju lines, bro.
Yeah, no, I hear it, man.
Devil
I
in me,
think
the
that was
demon in me. I'm like, bro,
really
I don't have them things there. Can't
interesting
relate.
first single. It didn't for me. It didn't work. It was an interesting choice, and he put a lot of people off. I wouldn't say massively because you know the numbers better than I would, but
I don't think people are over this African spirituality thing as well, man. Like, come on, man.
No, you know what it is, yeah. It's, you know what you can do the African spirituality stuff, but just don't be telling me you got demons, you got
that's
Duppy with
wild.
me. I'm like, bro, like I really
No,
don't want to
but
hear that.
if you're keeping
But then
it
I
real,
think
he's keeping it real. Like come
You know
on, man.
what?
That's what this
I hear it.
African
nah, but I
spirituality
hear it.
is.
But his thing was most of I'd say a large part of his listenership would be Black African Christians. Even if, depending on where on the scale you are, us man don't play that anyway. Like we hear that stuff. Man saying it was doing 666 bars, talking about Judge. Like even me, I know my man's probably more religious than me. Even I felt uncomfortable hearing them bars. So it didn't work.
I guess
yeah.
for Huss though, my only rebuttal is that he's been saying this type of stuff.
He has, but that song was.
I know, but if you listen,
I think he's more out there than ever. And
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
right.
but
what was
And
the-
with
but
the
what
rants
was-
as well, with the rants, it's like it's like
Yeah,
he's doing this
yeah,
on his
yeah,
normal
yeah.
when he wakes up and that.
Yeah, the Insta just
When he wakes up,
the Insta
man woke up thinking about Judge.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah, that's
the
crazy.
Insta made it way worse. I'll be real, but like
I find him entertaining, but at the same time, it is like I'm also not entertained in the right way, if that makes sense. But he's Jay Huss, man. He's a low key genius. Gonna do his thing. People gonna buy into him.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What else has come out this year? I'm trying to think if there's anything we're missing before we talk
We're
about
probably missing
boxing.
something.
Yeah,
But
TD Jakes.
what you want to say?
Go
Man?
on.
No, he didn't drop an album. He dropped.
He dropped an album.
Well, he was dropping something. But you know what? Let's stay on music.
I think we don't have to say too much. Like, there's a lot of things that I also want to get people's favorite films of the year, TV
Favorite
shows.
films of the year, mine. I love that. Like I was talking to you on the way here. Across the multiverse, the Spider-Man film was cold, and I really liked Oppenheimer as well.
Great film.
I really liked Oppenheimer.
Between those two films,
The more I think about Oppenheimer, the more like I really enjoy what. Boom.
I said boom. You're crazy. It's the moment in the film where he clocks what he done.
I'm
It's just like
Yeah.
no, when he loses
He
his
was
best
in
eater,
bits.
that's it. But his wife had to tell him, I thought you was upset over something like real. You're here crying about your former ting. Oppenheimer was him.
crying to your current about your ex is crazy.
Or when he went to the president, when he went to the White House, and the president said, "Get that crybaby out of here."
Yeah, he wasn't having it at all. That's
Yeah,
a great
good
film. It was a
And-
nice return to form for Christopher
No,
Nolan.
my God, the less said about Tenet, the better.
Tenet was just
It was dull.
that shit was ass.
I'm not gonna argue back and forth, but you know
Nah,
what?
that
I hear
was
it.
ass, man.
I watched it again recently. I said, "What the fuck am I watching?" I've never been so confused in my life. But, do you know when it all just doesn't come together? It's when they're on the highway and they're trying to rescue her. What am I watching?
We're trying to rank that.
And then he has to go back,
He had to go back.
and then he realizes that he's the one who's actually been causing this.
And then what is it like in the when you go back? Fire is ice. I said, "Shut up, man." Fire is ice. That film is dumb. Oh my God. See, Nolan, what were you doing? But yeah, Oppenheimer I really enjoyed. I have to give a shout out to Barbie. I really enjoyed that film. One of the few films this year that actually made me feel something leaving the cinema. That's not just because Margot Robbie was in it.
Eman, have you seen Barbie yet?
Never, bruv. I'm not watching that, bruv.
I can't imagine myself.
I think maybe with her babes, but other than that, I'm not watching
I don't
that.
know, man. I feel like
even then, man.
I watched it. I thought it was alright.
I think I'm missing out personally. It's a good
I
song.
don't know. There's just certain plots.
Yeah,
that
no, I
can't
hear it. It's not.
get in, like, I'll just never sit down to watch it.
I like going to the cinema, so if I have an excuse to go to the cinema, I'll go. Like, I'm not too pressed on what I'm watching, but I had a better time with it than I thought I would.
Fair
A
enough.
lot of people said that, to be fair.
Yeah, it was a decent.
Even as obviously it's not geared towards us, we're man, but I was impressed.
There was another film that came out this year that we were really, really impressed.
God, he's dancing. Go on, sorry, bro.
I cannot put my finger on it.
Guardians, the guys.
Oh yeah, banging film.
That's the one. Yeah. Because that one was a great film. That one, at least, it gave us a better taste of the MCU.
Yeah, that
especially
was-
with everything that's happening right now. Especially everything that's happening right now.
Jonathan Miners, yeah.
Yeah.
Jonathan Miners.
It's not looking
Yeah.
good.
What's happening with my man?
He's done.
Did he do
Yeah,
it?
it's collateral.
Yeah,
He's
he's found
gone.
guilty.
No, they found him
gone.
guilty. So but they found him out of the 4 charges. They found him guilty on 2.
It's
I
three,
also know
it's
about
three
the story.
charges, bro.
3.
It's
Is
3
that he
out
ran
of 4,
away?
man.
Oh, they
No,
crushed
it's
it on
two.
him.
It's
heard
3,
2.
it's 3. I swear it's 3.
It's
No,
2.
I had check. I didn't check, but I
Swear
heard
it's
2.
It's 2.
It's 3.
I heard 2.
If
That
it,
shit's 3.
2. So basically, it was 4 charges, and they found him guilty on 2. But like,
That shit's
it
3,
would.
man.
What I'm saying is, I just felt like it was an easy win for him.
how?
It could have been an easy win.
Nah, man, he did that shit.
No, it's the way, like, bro. I think,
Yeah, them texts, I just can't.
yeah, you know what? It's
And I hear
those
what you
texts.
said. That thing you shared with us, I hear. Like, I
yeah.
got what my man was trying to say.
I'm
but
not about those texts. I'm talking about his mannerisms in the courtroom. How can you be reading the Bible when they're talking? Like, no. Like, listen,
There's a
I
time for
understand.
everything.
There's
Is
a
there
time.
a Bible?
Bro,
I'm
that's in the
sure.
verse. That's in the Bible, bro.
gonna
You
ban that.
can't.
I just know my mum used to say that.
Yeah,
Oh,
man. There's a time for everything. And you can't be reading the Bible when you're in court. You're
You know
being
how funny
charged.
that is.
And your
That is
blazer
funny.
is not.
That reminds you of that brother. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yo, that guy was
That reminds me-
crooning,
bro,
bro.
man's trying to do anything to look good.
Yeah,
That clock is lit.
Yeah, for real. That's the artwork of this episode.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
That
man.
says LV
But nah.
every hour.
LB time. What's it
time.
called? Yeah, someone break down this Majors thing to me.
So we discussed it on the previous episode, but we'll just fast forward. So basically, Jononthan Majors and his ex,
Jabari.
Jabari. That is a wild name for a white woman. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Just because it sounds like
it's a white woman.
Yeah,
You know the queens,
Yeah.
the queens them were killing him.
yeah. So like but then
Like, get.
Should have been messing with them white folk.
but I think
Not after what he did though.
Yeah. he's a criminal.
he's now a criminal. Like he's done. So
Yeah, lock him
So
up.
he did it.
He did
Because
it.
I seen a video of him running from the. That's
Yeah.
all I saw. That's all I've seen.
I think he probably tried to get away from that
And she's chasing
situation. She was doing the digital dash.
Yeah.
But I think at some point in their relationship, he's either emotionally abused her or physically abused her. So I'm all for him being found on them charges.
based on the information that we were given, it's like, bro, you should have just left a long time ago.
Well, it's just a toxic relationship, and I that's what a lot of people feel. My thing for Amber Heard and Johnny Depp, their case was, you are two terrible people. We as the court need to get enough evidence to put something in place so that we can separate you by law. And I think that's a similar situation to what we've seen here. As in, I think they'll probably, JM and his girl were probably toxic to each other.
Yeah.
But the court needs to find a way to get them separated from each other so that they can never be in the same place again.
Oh, so she was she had charges as well?
I don't. She didn't have charges, but she definitely did things.
She had to play.
Yeah, but like his things are more egregious. I'm not even trying to go back and forth over that. Like he's got himself in this pickle for sure.
And what made it worse was the fact that he called the police, and he did it because it was like, this woman is crazy. Like whatever happened in that night, he just felt like, this woman is crazy. I'm calling the police, and I'm just gonna make sure that I'm in a safe space. Turns out this whole thing back and forth, it's not looking good on his side.
Yeah.
Of course, whatever the situation.
So she had evidence.
Her behavior as a partner, all right, cool, fair enough. But then what he was trying to do in the case, I can understand it, but it's too much to go.
Is it too much to talk? Is it too much to talk about?
No, it's
No,
not too.
it's
It's
not.
not too much to talk about. It's just that we
We
discussed
don't know
it
the ins and
previous.
outs,
But
but
then,
we also
yeah,
weren't there.
yeah,
So
yeah.
like, we're just going off what we've been told.
It's a lot of hearsay.
Yeah.
That's why I try to stay out of these
I hear
domestic
it.
things, man. It's like any girl issue, I can't lie, bro. Like,
I think the
just try to
second
stay out.
anyone even gets a sense you put your hands on a woman, you're done. Like and in my mind, on them sort of cases, there's not unless it's like self-defense. There's not really a lot to go back and
Even
forth on.
what?
Yeah,
Even
man.
self-defense, he just run straight.
Yeah, no,
But that's when running. I was like, yeah, he beat it.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I thought when I saw the clip of him running, I thought, he's out of here.
Yeah,
But I
thought
just
he
think
beat
those
it.
texts were just too egregious.
Yeah, it's peak.
Yeah, yeah.
Writings on the
What's he
wall.
saying?
It was well, she wanted to go to the hospital, and he was basically saying, "Don't go to the hospital because of how it's gonna look."
Yeah.
So he's probably crashed it on her, or they've got into it at some point, and he doesn't want her to go to the hospital because they'll ask questions, and she'll have to come clean on what's happened.
But I think
How can you let a woman make?
you know what? Let me play devil's advocate. I think because you know where he says, yeah, you got to be like Michelle Obama and Correa. Yeah, I think he was basically coming from the point of like, look, if you keep doing this, if you keep behaving like this, if you go to the hospital, they're gonna start asking questions about me. Then all this money, this sort of legacy that I'm trying to build is gonna be in question. I think that's probably where it was coming from. I don't know.
Like hush type thing.
No, but the thing is, I'm just making something where I think that could be a possibility. I'm not saying 100% sure because I'm definitely where Demi's saying like, yeah, he just, and then she has to go hospital, but she doesn't want to go hospital because it's
I feel
peak.
like anytime you get that kind of anger for a woman, bruv,
Yeah, you're in the wrong place.
You're in the wrong place, so you need deliverance or something. Like the relationship needs to get healed or something from like.
I'm not even like you've got 2 wham for Creed. That's
Not even just 2 wham, just he ran like. But it's the way he shoved her in the car. It was like, nah, man.
he smushed her.
Yeah.
Shit's insane. Even off that, like if you're arguing, did he ever put hands on her? Like someone could interpret that as that's too far.
Yeah.
Put
You're
himself in this
right on that one.
In my opinion.
100%.
yeah.
Mate, I'll tell you now, I could never get in that position.
Yeah, facts.
Nah, no way. I've got nothing to chat about.
Trust me, bro. I'm
I'm
scared.
not even. When you hear stuff like this, like no females ever made me so angry that I wanted to put hands on them. Never.
Never. I remember one time in year 6, yeah, one girl, and she was like, she looked like she could have it. Mate, it's one of them ones like, and then she was like, banged me. And I was so mad, I started crying, I was mad. I was so mad.
Angry cries.
Everyone was telling me, don't do it. And I was like, I'm not gonna do it, but
Yeah.
But literally, and from that day, I realized, well, it's actually never worth it.
Yeah,
No, it's
It's
not.
never worth
It's
it.
not. Because you're the bad guy
My ex made
immediately.
me mad, so mad one time, and I was just like, we never got into it like that, anything like that. But even just shouting, I feel like that's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does feel like uncomfortable.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's not a nice feeling, bro.
No, not at all.
Yeah, you can't get there. You cannot get there because if you get there, because you can't put a pause. You can't put a pause on just that heightened mode.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to take a step back and just say, cool. But then once you're there at that level and you're both shouting, anything can happen. It's just nah.
But anger's like, obviously everyone gets angry in it, but when black men get angry, people just start bugging out. Like they just start thinking.
There's something different. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
When
man
you
just
see
seen it
it,
too
like,
much.
That's
You're
facts.
immediately
That is true.
viewed it as aggressive.
You know what
That
I'm
is
saying?
absolutely true.
I've just seen it so much. It's like I hate like that someone even just being able to say the word aggressive or like or use that in my direction.
Yeah, but I think we know that about ourselves, so we just have to move carefully. Like, it's a shame that the world is the way it is, and that shouldn't be the case. But there's situations I've been in where, yeah, I've seen it or people have thought it was going to get to a heightened stage just because I've stepped in. And I don't know, I assume that's because of the race, innit?
Yeah, 100%.
So
100%.
Yeah, it's like everyone can be going mad, but when you're getting mad, you start getting mad as well. It's like,
now
whoa,
it's different. Whoa, buddy.
Listen, the amount of times I've seen that, like people they take advantage, and they just pouring you off, and you have to be there calm. The moment you want to, hey, whoa, Eman, whoa.
And that look, he gets me more mad, man. I can't
Yeah,
lie.
100.
But mate, patience is a
Yeah, man, just
Bro. We need to do another app.
Yeah, we need to do another. Alright, so, bro, let the people know where they can find you, and then we'll do our music choices.
Yeah. So yeah, you can find me on IG. That's really where I'm at. And anywhere really, Mansa for Mansa. That's Mansa as in MANSA 4 Mansa. And yeah, hit me up. I'm outside, inside. Shake it all about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I love that. Do you know what? A lot of good singles dropped recently. So
put on your track that you just dropped.
Yeah, tell
Yeah.
people about your song.
yeah.
Yeah, my guy just dropped an album. What's the album called?
That's crazy.
That's insane.
We'll find it. But yeah, man's got a new tune just out with my guy Hassie. I'll find out the album name. It's escaped me right now. What's going on?
Come on, don't play about.
You know what? He's doing an actual fantastic job.
Who, Miller?
No way, Miller. He's
Yes.
getting his ass.
No. Miller's doing a fantastic job.
Would
He
you
looks
say?
slow as hell.
Yeah, that's his
He
whole
looks
point.
like he's getting it crashed on him.
No, I think what he's doing is he's tiring out Daniel Dubois because Daniel Dubois is giving it his all.
You can't take this sort of punishment.
Pause. And then I think he can because he's 300 pounds. But the thing is,
£300.
Yeah, he's a
he's
big
300,
boy.
he's 330.
Heavy.
He's
That-
330.
He can move though.
Yeah,
That's
not
nasty
moving
work.
like he's £300.
No one needs to be £300, you know.
yeah. No, he's
Them knees
330.
are tucked down.
330.
Yeah. But the thing is, what he's doing is tiring him out, and then when he gets to that point where he's just like, cool, kick in and just bang him out. Bah, bah.
Oh, come on,
My
let's go,
choice for this week is Twin Sisters by Getz and Scraps.
That was a
Is his
song.
mum
Yeah,
telling
that
him
was
to
a
stop
song.
swearing?
Yeah, that was jokes, man.
That his mum's yard. Oh my god, that
I had to
text-
read it 3 times.
Yeah, 100. I might get Devontae to read over it for me.
sounds cool.
I'm putting Great Guy by
Yes!
Ashake.
Oh, he's in
I fucking hate this man.
What was your song?
Great
Sorry.
Guy, Ashake.
Great guy. That's a
Yeah.
good song.
I'm going for Wifey. Yeah, we'll take that. Wifey Rhythm 4 by AJ Tracy. My boy is back, man.
He's
After-
back. I can't lie.
After
mad
how
at
many
that.
years?
I'm not
Yeah,
mad at
this is what I'm saying. Some people try things, and I'm all for letting my favorite artists try a thing. Like, please go ahead and do that. I don't want you to be boxed in. But some of the things AJ was doing over the last, I want to say 3 years, was not working. It was embarrassing at some point. Like, this
Singing
is.
especially.
That's why Flu Game was so bad.
Yeah, that was a shit project.
Like, this is how you. This is what. These are the beats you're comfortable
Next
on.
time, that's how you shoot.
For real.
From now on,
Because
this
he's
how
a
you
barring.
shoot.
When he's barring for real, like he's a barring.
Packages is one of the best things I've ever heard. I'm so upset that.
I was listening to Spirit Bomb the other day.
That whole period from his career was great. The first Wifey Rhythm, like he was really rapping at a high level. You can see why he became the artist he did, but he just he came away from what worked for him, and I don't know.
To be fair, the hits were working for him. There was
Yeah,
a
but
crowd for it, innit?
I hear it. I'm not mad at a Ladbroke Grove sort of tune, but also you have to have something like a Wifey Rhythm to back that up. But this is a great performance.
Yeah,
This song is going to be on repeat
good video
for a
as
long
well.
time.
I liked
Oh,
it.
video's cold.
It was cold,
The
everything
things in
about
there
it.
as well.
Yeah, he went in, man.
My dog, there was a thing that was distracting. I digress.
And on that case, see you guys next week.
Yeah. I see
Yeah,
what-
peace.
You get yourself.